Some breakups don't happen with goodbye. They happen in silence. You don't argue. You don't fight. You just stop feeling connected. Have you ever stayed in a relationship that was already over, but nobody had the courage to say it? That feeling of living with a ghost, where the person is right there, but the connection you once shared has vanished into thin air. You both feel it, you both know it, but the words remain unspoken, trapped in a space between what was and what is now. This is a silent breakup. It's when the emotional connection dies long before the relationship officially ends. You're still together on paper. Maybe you even live in the same house, but emotionally you are completely and utterly alone. Affection becomes a memory. Conversations that once flowed for hours now struggle to fill a few minutes, filled with shallow talk about groceries or bills. The effort, the small gestures that once said, "I'm thinking of you," slowly fade away until there's nothing left. You're sharing a space, but not a life. You go to dinner, but your phones are your real companions. You sleep in the same bed, but facing opposite directions, a chasm of cold air between you. It's a slow, quiet erosion of love, and it's one of the most painful ways for a relationship to end. So why does this happen? Psychologically, it often comes down to one powerful human instinct: the avoidance of pain. Our brains are hardwired to steer clear of emotional conflict. A direct, honest conversation about the end of a relationship is terrifying. It means facing rejection, guilt, and the raw pain of loss. So instead of confronting the truth, we emotionally withdraw. We pull back, we build walls. This emotional retreat is a defense mechanism. We create a sort of numbness to protect ourselves from the hurt that we know is coming. But here's the tragic part. Over time, that numbness doesn't just protect us from pain, it replaces love. It becomes the new normal. The silence isn't just an absence of words. It's a powerful presence, a statement in itself. The lack of conflict isn't a sign of peace. It's a sign that both people have given up fighting for the connection. The relationship continues to exist, but only as a shell, hollowed out from the inside. Let's talk about the warning signs, and be honest with yourself as you listen. Do you recognize any of these in your own relationship? First, the end of emotional sharing. You no longer tell your partner about your fears, your dreams, or the little things that happened in your day. Your inner world is now a private, secret place. Second, you actively avoid deep conversations. Any topic that might lead to an emotional discussion is quickly shut down or steered in a different direction. Small talk is safe. Real talk is dangerous. Third, the lack of physical affection. This isn't just about intimacy. It's about the casual touches, the hugs, the hand-holding. When that physical warmth disappears, it's a major sign that the emotional warmth is gone too. Fourth, you're living parallel lives. You operate in the same house but on separate tracks. Your schedules don't sync, your hobbies are separate, and you don't share experiences anymore. Finally, and perhaps most painfully, you feel invisible. You feel like your partner looks right through you, that your presence or absence doesn't really make a difference to their day. If you recognize these signs, the breakup may already be happening, even if no one has said a word. So, the big question: can a silent breakup be stopped? Can a relationship be brought back from the brink of this quiet death? The answer is yes, but it isn't easy, and it isn't fixed with grand romantic gestures. Flowers and fancy dinners can't repair a broken emotional foundation. Silent breakups are fixed by one thing: radical, uncomfortable, emotional honesty. It requires immense vulnerability and the courage to finally say the things you've both been avoiding. It means sitting down and saying, "I feel distant from you. I feel alone. Are you feeling it too?" It means being willing to hear an answer you might not want to hear. Connection can only return when both people feel safe enough to be real again, to put down their shields and show their true, unfiltered feelings. It's about replacing the silence not with noise, but with meaningful, Heartfelt communication. Sometimes love doesn't end because people stop caring. It ends because they stop communicating, they stop trying. The silence that grows between two people can be far louder and more destructive than any argument. Because in an argument, you're still fighting for something. In silence, you've already surrendered. Remember that your emotional health matters, and you deserve a connection where you feel seen, heard, and valued. If this video made you reflect on your own relationship, please know you're not alone. Many people go through this quiet heartbreak. For more deep dives into psychology, relationships, and emotional intelligence, make sure you subscribe to MindSnap. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Have you ever experienced a silent breakup? Sharing your story can help others feel less alone. Thanks for watching.